try to be the best player you can be. That's one way to do it. You know, personally speaking, I think another great way to do it is buying everybody pizza. Because, you know who likes pizza? Everybody. Right? Everybody loves pizza. Let's go back to the phones here. Let's go to Brent. Brent is on line 3. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Flyers were looking to steal 2 against the Golden Knights. Philadelphia pulls one out in a nail-biter. The Islanders had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Sharks. San Jose tightens it up when they needed to most, and they preserved the victory. The Blues faced off against the Ducks. Anaheim plastered their opponents with a big offensive output. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Coyotes were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Ducks. Anaheim technically superior in this one, and they skate away with the victory. The Stars were hoping to play spoiler against the Canucks. Dallas posts a strong game in their own end, and they do enough to get the W. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Ducks took to the ice for a collision with the Lightning. Tampa Bay turned it up a notch in the shootout, and they come away with the 2-point win. The Kings went toe-to-toe on the road against the Flames. Los Angeles posts a win in a close one. The Pens took on the Flyers. Philadelphia takes this one in a shootout victory and come away with the 2 points. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next. Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Devils battled it out against the Hurricanes. New Jersey proves that offense is the difference in this one as they skate away with the win. The Jets took to the ice to lock up with the Canadiens. Montreal took the W in a close one. The Bees were hoping to take a bite out of the Predators. Boston padded the stats on this night and pick up the easy win. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Caps took to the road to match up with the Canucks. Vancouver topples the opposition with a big goal-scoring effort. The Stars were in a dogfight on the road up against the Penguins. Pittsburgh performs well in the shootout, and they get the 2 points. The Blackhawks took to the ice to battle the Wild. Chicago took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores and what went down. The Devils were on the road up against the Golden Knights. New Jersey pulls this one out late in a game that had end-to-end action all night long. Hey, this wasn't the only stop in the National Hockey League tonight. Elsewhere around the league, the Bruins were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Oilers. Boston torches the opposition with a big offensive output. The Ducks were hoping to fly high on the road against the Kraken. Seattle pulls this one out after finding the back of the net in overtime. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. I want to bring it back to him for just a second here. When you look at trying to project who's going to win what awards this season, I'll say this. I think you're looking at the leading candidate for the Lady Byng Award. You know, most gentlemanly player. And it's not to suggest he's soft. He plays hard. He competes. He's not dirty. Goes out there and delivers. Right? That's a guy you can trust out there. I think that's why he's earned a lot of respect from his teammates as well. But I think if I'm going to pencil in a winner right now, I'm going to lean towards him to claim the Lady Byng Award. All right, we'll take some of your predictions. Phones are wide open right now. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Devils were on the road to take on the Senators. Ottawa trusted the system, they stayed with it, and they pull out the win. The Sabres were in tough with the Wild. Buffalo put in a gritty effort and were able to scratch out the victory. The Wings were in a dogfight on the road against the Stars. Dallas toughed this one out, and they get the win. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. Look, I think we can all agree. We like how he plays. We like the skill set. But you have got to play with a little more fire, a little more compete. You got to turn that care meter up. Like, you know, find that dial that goes to 11, you know, 11, 11, 11, 11. Turn it up, crank that sucker up, and I think that's exactly the message that the coaching staff has been trying to preach. The skill's there, the talent's there, but man, it is frustrating to watch when it doesn't come together on a regular basis. Back to the phones we go. We got Pedram on line 4. Now let's take a look at some of the rest of the action tonight in the NHL. The Devils were looking to grab points on the road against the Canadiens. Montreal pounds the opposition into submission with a big goal-scoring night. The Capitals had an on-ice collision with the Islanders. Washington topples the opposition with a strong defensive effort. The Canes were looking to steal 2 points against the Flyers. Philadelphia pounded home the winner in overtime. Lots more puck talk coming your way, and we'll get to it next. One will win, one will lose. Overtime will tell the story. Puck is dropped on overtime. Let's find out if there's any heroes out there. Huge stop by Merzlikins. Uses the force on that hit. Pick it up. Nice so. Entry from the middle. New Jersey's working the transition through the middle of the ice. Slides it across for the win, and he comes up with a huge save.
Severson's starting to squeeze the stick a little bit here. He's been a while without a point.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Columbus is across the line and on the attack. Into the offensive end now. Takes it into the slot. Game on his stick, and he keeps it alive. What a stop. Looking to end it, and puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go.
You can go games without a chance from here.
Looking to end it. They score! They take it in overtime! Man, that was a fun one, and I'll say this, the right team won.
We get another look at this goal. What a great finish here. If you're a goal scorer, your dream line mate is somebody that can find you in traffic or when you're open and put the puck not to an area but right on your stick. That is a slick pass.
Well, it's the part we always kind of hate the most. Saying goodbye, because it's hard to say goodbye. So for Ray, Carlin, I'm James. So long, everybody. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Devils look to run roughshod over the Blue Jackets. New Jersey pulls this one out in overtime. All right, that wasn't the only action on the ice. Let's go elsewhere around the National Hockey League. The Kings had their hands full with the Blackhawks. Chicago, too much to handle on this night, and they pick up the win. The Red Wings faced off with the Jets. Detroit posts a victory thanks to a strong offensive display. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Knights took to the road to match up with the Canadiens. Montreal turns in a complete effort, and it's enough to pick up the win. The Stars were on the road to take on the Kings. Los Angeles puts on a show in the shootout, and they get the 2 points. The Sabres were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Kraken. Buffalo taps into another gear and skate away with the 2 points. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Golden Knights were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Stars. Vegas pounds home the winner in the extra frame and get the OT win. The Senators were looking to steal 2 against the Sabres. Ottawa terrific in overtime, and they get the winner and 2 points to go with it. The Kings had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Predators. Nashville powers their way through late to come away with the win. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Kraken played on the road against the Golden Knights. Seattle torched the opposition in overtime, and they come away with the extra point. The Leafs faced off against the Sabres. Toronto pulled this one out thanks to coming up big in the shootout. The Wild paired up with the Blue Jackets. Columbus terrorizes the opposition with a big goal-scoring night in the win. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Devils were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Coyotes. New Jersey puts on a clinical offensive display in the win. Well, that's all she wrote for this one, but let's get you caught up on some of the other finals in the matchups tonight. The Hurricanes were hoping to play spoiler against the Red Wings. Carolina topples the opposition with a night that just wouldn't want to end offensively. The Hawks took to the ice for a collision with the Oilers. Edmonton peppered the opposition with plenty of goals en route to the win. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say next. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Lightning paired up with the Panthers. Tampa tightens it up when they needed to most late, and they get the win. The Jets went toe-to-toe on the road against the Golden Knights. Vegas pulls this one out in the shootout. The Kings took on the Canucks. Los Angeles tops the opposition in a game that had a little bit of everything on this night. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Rangers battled it out against the Islanders. The New York Islanders toughed this one out, and they get the 2 points. The Kings took to the ice to lock up with the Ducks. Los Angeles tore it up on the ice. It almost seemed like everybody got in on the scoring in the win. The Panthers were hoping to take a bite out of the Lightning. Tampa Bay played a sound defensive game and pick up the regulation win. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even. Here in the late going of the frame, it's 4-2. The Devils get a hold of the puck off the draw. Moves it to Bunting. Hammers it on net. Scores! And look who's right on the doorstep, and he didn't miss that one. New Jersey's come back with a big one here in the third.
Grind away, dig away, now you've got a chance. Only trailing by 1 goal.
Hughes wins the draw. They'll go to work offensively here. Lets it go from the slot. And that shot dies in traffic. The Devils take possession of the neutral zone. He scores! And we are all tied up late here in the third.
Well, you can never quit. Keep plugging away. You look for that tying goal. They got it now. Lots of terrific comeback for them. They've been playing from behind the entire game. They finally tie it up.
The Devils have come up with a huge third-period goal here late to set up for a dramatic finale.
They push hard for this tying goal, and now that they have it, don't take your foot off the gas. Try and get the winner before you get anywhere near overtime.
Maintains possession. New Jersey's got a hold of it against the wall. Pass broken up. Hughes takes it inside his own end. Receives the pass. Cuts to the front. How did he stop that one? The Penguins are on the schedule next for these guys.
We had a coach, James, that would ask us in a random meeting, who are our next 3 opponents? You'd be amazed how many guys would get 2 of the 3 wrong.
What about you?
Always knew.
You always do.
Yeah.
Well, smartest guy in the room, right?
No, just paranoid.
puck. And he slides it quickly to Darlene. And he takes the dish. Oh, gets a pad on that one. What a stop by Blackwood.
You know when you're looking for a buddy in a crowded train station? Well, now you got to find a little puck through the bodies there. Good luck to you. You found it.
Slots up from the point. And that's broken up. Moves it quickly over to Olofsson. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Oh, he comes up with a big stop there. Blackwood's going to cover up the puck here for a whistle.
He makes a safe play and kills the play before any other damage can be done.
Who'll be the hero? Will there be a 0? Overtime, set to go. It's do or die, and it's hero time. It's overtime. Let's go. Puck grab by Ovechkin. Off a stick. Stays with it. Driving right to the front. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Nice pass. The Sabres take it across the blue line. Quick pass to Ovechkin. Pumps it away in his own end. Taken along the wall by Lafreniere. Here's a short pass to Cousins. With possession along the wall. New Jersey's gained possession along the boards. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Quick shot. Denies him in close.
But he came out and challenged him. Good save.
Cuts into the paint. There it is in overtime. They take it. Wow. And this is on fire. They are moving it.
You don't beat a goalie very much from this position on the ice with that type of shot, but quickly delivered, lots of velocity and well placed.
Yeah, I love how this tradition has built over the last decade or so here, Razor, and the fans love it too.
It's
Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Sabres took to the road to match up with the Devils. New Jersey popped home the winner in the extra frame and get the 2 points in overtime. Elsewhere on the ice tonight, the Bruins were in a dogfight on the road up against the Maple Leafs. Boston tramples the opposition with a big offense. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Sabres took to the ice to battle the Devils. New Jersey pulls off some OT magic and get the win. No shortage of action in the National Hockey League. Let's take a look at elsewhere what went down. The Bees were on the road up against the Maple Leafs. Boston treated almost everyone to a magical offensive display. The Oilers were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Sharks. San Jose puts on a show to pick up the win. Hey, a few more hot-button issues we got to get to. It's a jam-packed show tonight. Stick around. Those were pretty pointed comments from the coaching staff to say, hey, look, you need to tighten it up on the ice. You are way too undisciplined out there. We've tried to talk to you about this, and you're not getting the message. I don't know what's next, but... Officials are ready to drop the puck here in overtime. It is put up or shut up. The puck is dropped here in overtime. Coming to the slot. Here's the chance. Fair to say this one lived up to the hype tonight? Last. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Penguins were hoping to fly high on the road against the Devils. Pittsburgh proves to be too much in the extra frame. Well, with this one all in the books, let's get you caught up on some of the other final scores around the National Hockey League. The Ducks were on the road to take on the Blackhawks. All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Rangers were in tough with the Blue Jackets. The New York Rangers terrorized the opposition with a magical offensive display. The Predators were in a dogfight on the road against the Jets. Winnipeg trampled their opponents with a big offensive night. The Stars were looking to grab points on the road against the Coyotes. Dallas played a strong game at both ends of the ice, and as a result, they get the win. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Golden Knights had an on-ice collision with the Predators. Vegas turns in a strong defensive effort, enough to preserve the win. The Coyotes were looking to steal 2 points against the Senators. Arizona. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cebulski. We've got our overtime picks in. Have you got yours? Because they're ready to drop the puck. Tension, anticipation, it's all happening. It's overtime, and it's underway. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck now. On the attack into the game on the line, in on a breakaway. What a save! He had the game on a stick, Ray.
Yeah, the goalie just beats him here. Excellent move by the goaltender. Patient and then aggressive to the puck.
Chance to win it. Oh, we are still tied. What a stop. The Capitals moving ahead. Poked away and forces the turnover at center. Takes a shot. Scores! What an OT winner! A tenacious effort, and they get rewarded with the OT victory. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Devils look to run roughshod over the Capitals. New Jersey powers their way through in the extra frame to come away with the overtime win. Hey, we've got some other final scores we want to get you caught up with around the league, and we'll do that now. The Isles had their hands full with the Blackhawks. The New York Islanders took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. The Blue Jackets faced off with the Flyers. Philadelphia punches their way to victory thanks to a strong offensive display. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Yotes took to the road to match up with the Canadiens. Montreal terrorizes their opponents with the win. The Kings were on the road to take on the Golden Knights. Vegas posts the win in a tightly contested affair. The Blue Shirts were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Senators. Ottawa took it in overtime. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Devils were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Sharks. New Jersey played one of their strongest defensive games of the year, and they get the win. Hey, with this one all said and done, let's get you caught up on some of the other final matchups in the league tonight. The Capitals were looking to steal 2 against the Sabres. Washington turned it up in the skills competition, and they get the extra point in the win. The Penguins had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Red Wings. Detroit picks up the shutout victory with a beautiful performance defensively. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next. Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Islanders faced off against the Kings. Los Angeles takes this one in a tightly contested affair. The Hurricanes were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Stars. Carolina peppers the opposition with a strong offensive performance for the win. The Blue Jackets were hoping to play spoiler against the Blackhawks. Columbus totally dominant in this one, scoring at will, it seemed, in the win. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Sens took to the ice for a collision with the Lightning. Tampa Bay powered their way to a flawless shutout win. The Canucks went toe-to-toe on the road against the Wild. Vancouver... Overtime, moments away. Oh, you can feel the tension in this arena. Sudden death overtime is underway. Sends it in on the attack. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck. Could be the game. And that just falls apart.
No way to recover from that. That's a good-looking play that leads to nothing.
That opportunity's rejected. Takes the feed. And he takes a shot. And that's he's got a little jump. He's clear. Stones him on the breakaway. Slides it over to Ovechkin. For the win. Denies him. Oh, I thought that was over.
Yeah, so did a lot of people, not the goalie.
Wow.
He's the guy that counted, too. What a stop.
Ovechkin's crossed the line and gained the zone. And he cuts up with it. Takes it in front. Moves into the slot. And now it's grabbed by Pietrangelo. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Poked away in the defensive end. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Oh, he'd like to have that pass back. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Great poke by Ovechkin. Manages to hang on. From the right side, they gain the zone. And he slides it quickly to Whitecloud. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. A chance to win it! Blackwood's going to cover it up and get a whistle.
Even with the traffic starting to close in, he had to grab that when he did.
Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Carlson's won the draw. And misses over the net.
Tough to generate a rebound even when the puck misses the net by that much.
From the slot, fires away. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. Drives to the sweet spot. A chance for the win. Leonard's going to pounce on it, and he'll take the whistle.
He's usually a pretty conservative goaltender anyway, and so the opportunity to kill the play, he's going to take it.
Hughes has won the faceoff. For the win! And he denies him with a monstrous save here in overtime! Across the line. Oh, smart heads-up play to poke that one away. Carlson's got the puck. And it goes off a stick and off to the side. Trying to gain a step. He's in all alone. And he decides to backtrack on a good-looking opportunity. Oh, that's a big-time save. I think he got him with a toe.
That's in a dangerous spot. He makes a good save here.
Vegas with possession in their own zone. Here they come on the attack as they slide the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Ovechkin. Right up, a chance to end it right here. Stars! There's your OK winner. Good night. And these fans don't want to go home yet. Listen to this place.
That's well done. He made the goalie think he was going to deke him, so the goalie backed up, and then he beat him with the shot.
They're feeling good about this one, and here they come back out onto the ice, Razor.
Unreal support from their fans. They salute them. A thank you for their efforts tonight.
For Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski. Thanks for joining us tonight. And hey, congratulations after this one goes out to you-know-who. It breaks the century mark for their career, 100 points in their National Hockey League career. Just a nice, robust number as you hit triple digits. Just an absolute pleasure both on and off the ice, and nicely done there. All right, we'll continue our post-game show coverage. We'll hear from Ray, who'll drop back in again. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores and what went down. The Knights took on the Devils. New Jersey played their best in overtime, and they get the 2 points. This wasn't the only game in the league tonight. Let's get you caught up on some of the other finals. The Blue Jackets battled it out against the Rangers. Columbus. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Kings took to the ice to lock up with the Avalanche. Colorado padded the stats in this one, scoring at will. The Pens were hoping to take a bite out of the Coyotes. Pittsburgh taps into another gear and pick up the 2 points in the win. The Sharks took to the road to match up with the Canucks. Vancouver put up a strong fight, and they do enough to get the win. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Players are back on the ice. They're set. As are the officials. Overtime. Let's find out. Overtime action is underway. Absolutely love it. Blocker save. Carolina's got the puck at center. Great reach with the poke check by Ovechkin. Tries to feed it over to Hughes. Can't find his man. Angles it over to Svechnikov. Pass back to the point. New Jersey's got possession of the puck. Looks to end it! Scores! Your overtime winner! Now let's take a look at some of the rest of the action tonight in the NHL. The Devils were in a dogfight on the road up against the Hurricanes. New Jersey pressed when they had to, and they pull one out in overtime. All right, checking in on some of the other action around the league tonight. The Oilers took to the ice to battle the Predators. Edmonton tightens it up when they needed to most, and they preserved the victory. The Canadiens were on the road up against the Lightning. Tampa pulls off some OT heroics and get the win. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. And we are just moments away from the start of the third period.
Here's the change.
And the puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the third. You know, you love to hear Ray Ferraro's takes, and he is between ice level with his assessment of the first two periods.
New Jersey's got to find some energy here. The game's close, but they haven't had very many shots on goal. You're not going to score like that.
Poked away in the neutral zone by Hamilton. Moves it quickly. New Jersey's got it behind the net. Drives to the crease. Denies him.
Mrazek's athleticism serves him well there. Excellent stop. Marner's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Been a pretty good offensive display, at least for one side. 3-1 is where we sit. New Jersey's won the draw. Hammers the shot. Oh, brings it off the crossbar.
The Devils could have used that one, trailing in this game. A bad break hits the post and stays out.
Handles it along the blue line. Oh, and he just got enough of that to keep it out.
Grade A chance right in the middle of the ice, and the goaltender makes the stop.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Works it across to Comfort. And it's a quick pass to Muzzin. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Now he takes it over the line. Oh, what a chance here! 2-0! Mrazek's going to cover it up. He's been busy tonight, Ray.
And been good. A lot of times you get busy and worn down. I think that's why you jump on it, freeze it in a close game.
The Devils win it. Takes a shot. Slides it over with pace to Marner. Puck knocked loose in the neutral zone. Takes a shot. Scores! And some friendly geometry goes their way to help.
Well, it's not like you're trying to get it that close. And you can get the bounce. You take it. That's kind of nice, isn't it?
The Devils are back at center ice, probably breathing a little easier now, Ray.
They needed to get one, James. If you trail by 2 for too long, the clock just runs out on you. You run out of time.
Quick feed to Matthews. New Jersey's got a hold of it along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Nylander. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Yeah, he gets out on top of the shooter. There's really nowhere for that puck to go.
Toronto's got it along the wall. Fires one. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. More than half the period has expired. The Devils make their way back into the face-off circle, still in search of another goal. Matthews is quick on the draw, and he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net.
He reacts late, but he makes a save through traffic.
Moves it to Ovechkin. Dishes it to Matthews. Slick feed. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Slides the puck ahead to Marner. New Jersey's got it from the back of their own cage. Unable to reach that one.
He's got 2 goals already. If he can find a way to get a third, he's going to end up with a selection of hats in his stall after the game. I've had those. You look at the hats. Some of them are great. Others look like they've been worn for about 15 years. They're gross.
New Jersey's got the puck along the boards. Feeds it up ahead. Takes it to the net. Nice save from point-blank range. Toronto's got control of the puck. Steps across the blue line. New Jersey's got the puck.
Every night with this parity through this league, seems like we get more and more games like this, right down to the finish.
Puts it on net, and that sails over the net.
Maybe trying to be a little too perfect with that shot. Just misses on a good scoring chance.
Oh, look at this. They are really starting to apply the pressure now. Picked up along the wall. Skates with it. Moves it to the middle. And that pass is intercepted.
That's a good play. He chips it into the offensive zone now. He can get after it. Try and run some time off the clock here. This is where you want to play defense.
Shot. Scores! Tied up.
Let's get to a stage in the game where you think they're not going to be able to find the equalizer. But they stay at it, and they get it done.
The Devils have essentially said to everybody, buckle up as they have evened things up.
You get into the last 5 minutes, it becomes a crapshoot in a tie game.
Slides it diagonally to Dadonov. Into the offensive zone. New Jersey's regained possession of the puck. Sends the pass over. Dadonov's got it in the offensive zone. Slides the puck across. And now he moves it quickly to Pratt. Fails to find the open man. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Oh, big time save by Mrazek. Late goings of this period. It's all tied up. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. The Leafs are in transition. There's the whistle as the puck goes up and over the glass. Looks like lineups are set, and they're ready to get things back underway. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff.
Ovechkin's eyes are looking for three. He's got two in his back pocket. Dangerous player now.
The Leafs are on the attack. Takes the feed at the point. The Devils gain possession. On the attack, they come down the right wing. A chance in front. Big save by the goaltender watching that one.
He's sharp on this one. Out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Quick pass across to Comfer. The Leafs take it along the wall. Shot! They score! A huge goal puts them ahead!
There seemed to be some back and forth here that was making it hard to determine who's going to take the lead. That goal changes the whole course of this night. Now the other guys have to chase.
Can't make it work. Mrazek's going to slow things down and opts for the whistle.
He's had a really good night. He's been on top of his game, and there's not been much that's given him trouble.
The centermen glide into position. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Comfer. New Jersey's got the puck along the wall. Here's a pass down low. To the front!
Wow.
He scores! And this place is going bananas. They know what the moment's all about.
Well, I guess we know who the first star is probably going to be. That's 3 for him tonight. Doesn't even matter where that goal comes from. I mean, they were talking on the bench. Somebody had a goal. They had to find it. And here it is, and now this game is tied.
Hughes wins it inside the neutral zone. There's the horn, meaning one thing. We've got overtime, and it's coming up in just a sec. OT should tell us who wins and who loses, and they're ready to get it underway. Oh, the anticipation ramping up in this barn. You can just feel it right now. Moment of truth. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Maple Leafs were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Devils. New Jersey parties it up in overtime with the win. And a couple more results around the National Hockey League. The Canes were hoping to fly high on the road against the Flyers. Carolina toughed this one out and get the 2 points and the win. The Oilers were on the road to take on the Coyotes. Arizona pulls this one out in a game that went right down to the finish. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught. You know, when you look at the run that he has had over the course of his career, I mean, he's already built a pretty good resume to make a case for the Hall of Fame. A couple of Stanley Cups, has just been an absolute cornerstone for this franchise. But I also think he's not done yet, right? Like, I'm not ready to retire him just yet. I'm personally speaking, I'm wondering, does he still have enough for a 3rd Stanley Cup? Can he win again? Can he take this team over the top one more time? I personally speaking, I think he has it in him. I think that there's still another run here in him and his ability. But I'm going to turn this over to you. Phone lines are open now. You got a few people already jumping in here. What say you? Can they go the distance with him leading the charge again?